afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Live at 4. Mark and Susan are off today on a very special day. For Mark, we'll have more on that tomorrow, but Amanda and I will take you through the next hour. So let's get Amanda to what's making news on this Monday. Today, day one of Dane County's face mask mandate to slow the spread of COVID-19. We will share exactly what that means.
And how will authorities enforce that mandate? Amy Reed has those details.
And the latest from Columbia County, where a construction worker is dead after a crash that happened this morning. We will have the very latest on that investigation. But first, some clouds in the sky today, but generally pretty nice day out there, pretty comfortable. Now, the weather words, things could change as the weather words are storms later tomorrow. And meteorologist Dana Fulton on the weather patio to tell us more about what we can expect as we head for that time tomorrow and what we can expect for the rest of today. Dana?
Yeah, hopefully you're able to get outside and enjoy this evening because yet again it feels really nice outside. Here's a live look with our Edgewater sky cam. A few clouds, but also a lot of sunshine and thankfully not too much humidity. We're at 82 degrees currently in Madison, but it feels like we're right at 83 with a light breeze coming from the south. Enjoy this evening. Tonight we stay mild and partly cloudy. The storms will start to make a comeback late in the day tomorrow. We'll hold off until late afternoon and evening before we see those showers and thunderstorms build in. Behind the storm chances, it'll get a little hot and steamy for the end of the week and heading into the weekend. As far as some timing for the storms, we'll look at that in just a quick second. As far as our roads are concerned, here's a look at the Beltline at Park Street. The eastbound side of the Beltline starting to slow down just a little bit. There was an incident now blocking the left shoulder, so traffic is moving, but we're still seeing some delays as things start to get back up and going again. And that's on the eastbound side of the Beltline past John Nolan. Now from Janesville to the Beltline, 25 minutes. We're at 16 minutes to get from Sauk City to Milton and Sunbury to downtown, about 9 minutes on this sunny evening. Hope you're able to get outside and enjoy this Monday.
That's been pretty nice out there today. Dana, thank you. Now, first at 4, the percentage of positive tests for COVID-19 has dropped to under 8% in Wisconsin, but officials say we are still generally trending upwards. 701 more people have tested positive in Wisconsin, and the death number now at 821. The mandatory mask order for Dane County also now in effect.
Everyone over the age of 5 is required to wear something that covers their mouth and nose whenever they're in an enclosed space that's not their home. That includes all businesses, healthcare settings, and public transportation. Doctors said in March that they did not think that masks were necessary, but as they continued to study COVID-19, they found new evidence.
You know, this is really how science works, and it's one of the ways science works is we sometimes, change our opinion based on new information. We don't just stick to something because we stuck to it in the first place. Things change as we learn more.
You can take the mask off when you're seated and eating at a restaurant, but you should still be 6 feet from another table. People with physical, mental, or developmental conditions that prevent them from wearing masks are also exempt. If you don't comply, you could be fined.
Our Amy Reed is live now to explain how the Public Health Department plans to enforce this mandate. Amy?
Ideally, the city and county want people to just follow it on their own. If you don't, the Public Health Department is leaning on education as the first step to compliance. Health experts have said this is one of the tools we have to minimize spread. If that doesn't work, depending on where you are, public health could cite you. In the city of Madison, the ticket is $376. Elsewhere in Dane County, it's $263.50. The city and county aren't expecting to hand out many tickets as voluntary compliance has worked through the other health orders we've had.
We've received, hundreds of complaints, and when we follow up with businesses, generally we get compliance and everyone complies. I mean, it doesn't even, because the first complaint goes to the public health office, and rarely does it even come to our office.
Polson said over the course of the pandemic, the city has given out fewer than 15 citations. People have been mostly complying. The health department said if you see someone not wearing a mask, assume they have a valid reason. They do have an email set up if you need to report noncompliance, like if a business isn't requiring masks, and that email is compliance@publichealthmdc, like MadisonDaneCounty.com.
All right, Amy, thank you.
Coronavirus cases continue to explode across the country, especially in the South and West. The U.S. has recorded more than 3.3 million cases and more than 135,000 deaths. Today, some governors imposed new shutdowns to help slow the spread. Chris Martinez has the latest from Los Angeles.
Florida recorded more than 12,600 new coronavirus cases today after setting a record Sunday with more than 15,000. A leading infectious disease expert calls the situation extremely grave.
They have not taken it seriously enough. They have not wanted to adhere to the new normal guidelines.
Arizona's ICUs are nearly full, and the state is preparing for the outbreak to get much worse. In Texas, more than 10,000 people are hospitalized with COVID-19.
We're crossing or approaching hospital surge capacity day after day as a matter of course.
Officials in Houston are urging Governor Greg Abbott to reinstate a lockdown in their county.
All eyes are on Texas. All eyes are on Harris County. We have to continue to step up.
Today, California, the nation's most populated state, tightened restrictions, making certain indoor activities off limits again.
Restaurants, wineries, tasting rooms, movie theaters, family entertainment centers, zoos and museums, card rooms, and the shuttering of all bars.
The governor also shut down gyms, places of worship, offices, hair salons, barber shops, and indoor malls in 30 counties, covering 80% of the state's 40 million residents. The Los Angeles Unified School District, the nation's second largest, announced students will not return to classrooms and instead learn online when school resumes in August. Oregon reported more COVID-19 cases in the past week than in the entire month of May. Now people who cannot properly social distance are required to wear a mask outdoors. Chris Martinez, CBS News, Los Angeles.
Today, a statewide mask mandate went into effect in Louisiana, and the governor closed all of the state's bars.
Dr. Anthony Fauci's standing with the Trump administration's response to the coronavirus pandemic appears to be diminishing. President Trump says he gets along with Dr. Fauci very well, but the president adds he doesn't always agree with the government's top infectious disease expert. And sources on the White House Coronavirus Task Force tell CBS News Dr. Fauci creates headlines that are not helpful. Dr. Fauci says the rise in cases is due in part to the economy reopening too quickly.
When you try to reopen, if you're not handling the surgency well, what you're seeing is what we're seeing right now.
More than 60% of voters in some of the hardest hit areas right now say their state moved too quickly to reopen. The poll shows the more concerned someone is about getting coronavirus, the more likely they are to support Mr. Biden. The Trump campaign responded to the poll, calling it a, quote, fake news suppression poll, and questioned the methods used in conducting the poll.
With Dane County's new mask mandate, many people are worried that working out at a gym might be difficult. Athletic trainers say for people concerned about working out with a mask on, several gyms are offering classes outside and online. They also say wearing a mask could be uncomfortable at first, but you get used to it.
There's something for everybody, and we just want to make sure you do know that if you try a mask and you work out in it and you don't love it, there are other masks to use.
They recommend not wearing thick cotton masks because they build up a lot of moisture and they're hard to breathe through. A lot of disposable masks also build up a lot of moisture.
Sheriff's deputies in Columbia County say a construction worker is dead after being hit by a vehicle on Highway 151. Emergency crews responded to the crash. This was about 8:30 this morning near a construction zone at the overpass of Highway 73 at 151. The incident closed a stretch of 151 this morning while crews investigated. Authorities remind people to slow down in construction areas.
It is a construction zone, which is always, a concern. We always want to slow people down.
The driver is cooperating with the investigation.
The family of a Wisconsin abolitionist is asking state officials to reinstall the statue built in his honor after protesters ripped it down last month. The statue of Colonel Hans Christian Hegg has stood outside of the Capitol building since 1926. Demonstrators tore it down last month during a protest against police brutality and racism. They said the statue sends a false message of equality that doesn't exist in the state. Hegg's great-great-grandson, James Hegg, says he is an inspiration to his family, and seeing the statue torn down was a gut punch.
The decades-old debate over whether the Washington Redskins should change their nickname is over. Redskins was retired today, but a new name for the historic NFL team has yet to be revealed. In a statement, the team said owner Dan Snyder and coach Ron Rivera are working closely to develop a new name and design approach that will enhance the standing of our proud tradition, rich franchise, and inspire our sponsors, fans, and community for the next 100 years. For decades, activists have called on Snyder to change the name that many considered racist and offensive to Native Americans. The owner resisted and just 7 years ago said, quote, "We'll never change the name. It is that simple. Never." You can use caps, but recent pressure from influential sponsors, including Nike, Pepsi, and FedEx, may have swayed Mr. Snyder.
Authorities say a body has been found at the Southern California lake where former Glee actress Naya Rivera disappeared. The Ventura County Sheriff's Office tweeted that the body was discovered at Lake Piru this morning. The body has not been identified yet. Authorities have been searching for the 33-year-old since Wednesday. She went to the lake that afternoon and rented a pontoon boat with her 4-year-old son. Her son was later found on the boat by himself wearing a life jacket. Another life jacket was found on that boat.
Actress Kelly Preston has died after a 2-year battle with breast cancer. Actor and husband John Travolta shared the news of her death on social media. Preston enjoyed a decades-long career in Hollywood, starring in movies like Jerry Maguire and For Love of the Game, but it was her staying power with John Travolta as her husband that stood the test of time. The couple met back in 1987 on the set of The Experts and worked together several times, most recently starring in the 2018 film Gotti. Travolta wrote that he'll be taking time to be there for their children, saying Kelly's life and love will always be remembered. Kelly Preston was 57. There's more at 4. Coming up, the Olympic Games are still on schedule for next summer.
And Tom Hanks has a new movie about U-boats and subs. Will Loper checks out Greyhound when we come back.
You're watching News 3 Now, live at 4.
Today, you can turn your home into a university, and you can turn a lasting career into reality. With Herzing University, you can earn a degree in today's hottest fields, anytime, online. Herzing is recognized, accredited, experienced, and transfer-friendly, with more than 90% student satisfaction. For a limited time, we'll waive your enrollment fee. See what your career can turn into with Herzing University. I'm possible at Herzing. Call or click today.
I'm here.
Auntie's here.
Hey, Mom and Dad here. Shall we begin?
Together, nothing can keep us apart. That's why U.S. Cellular is building powerful 5G coverage that works inside and out. And now, get $700 off the latest phones. U.S. Cellular. Choose fair.
Hi, I'm Brian from McGann Furniture in Baraboo. We know that hardworking people want the most value for their money. When you shop at McGann's, we've already sorted out and selected the brands that we feel offer you the most bang for your buck. From young couples just starting out to people my age, we offer a huge selection at prices that will fit your budget. Plus, most purchases include free delivery and setup. Shop McGann Furniture in downtown Baraboo. You'll be glad you did.
Has your home's roof seen better days? Does it have some storm damage? If it's time for a replacement, don't settle for less than the best roof and the best deal. Hi, I'm Andrew Larson, owner of Larson Home Services. My team has earned GAF's exclusive Master Elite status, achieved by only 3% of the contractors in the U.S. That's your assurance that you're dealing with a dependable, professional contractor, and we take very good care of our customers.
The whole process was amazingly simple and easy. My wife, which is important to keep happy, my wife was happy with the whole process. It was very easy, seamless, and it was just a no-brainer to have it all done.
And your new GAF roof will have a 50-year warranty. It's the last roof you'll ever buy. Order now and save 75% on installation labor, free financing for a year, and a $100 Visa gift card. Call to set up your free estimate today.
USAA was made for right now. Right now is a time for action. So for a second time, we're giving members a credit on their auto insurance because it's the right thing to do. We're also giving payment relief options to eligible members so they can take care of things like groceries before they worry about their insurance or credit card bills. Right now is a time to take care of what matters most, like we've done together so many times before. Discover all the ways we're helping members at usaa.com/coronavirus.
Wisconsin weather can be frustrating. Get the latest forecast, alerts, and detailed traffic reports from the News 3 Now team. Download the Channel 3000 Firstborn app, sponsored by Group Health Cooperative, and be prepared for anything headed our way.
Welcome back. Despite coronavirus concerns, Japan remains optimistic the Olympic Games will move forward next year as planned. The world's finest athletes were set to descend on Japan this month before the 2020 Games were postponed. But even as Tokyo battles a rise in coronavirus infections, the mayor vows next year's Games will go on as scheduled.
I want to host the Olympics as a symbol of the world coming together, says Tokyo's leader, to overcome this tough situation and of strengthened bonds among humankind.
Postponing the games comes with a hefty price tag. Experts project the additional cost will be close to $3 billion. The head of the International Olympic Committee says it would have been easier and cheaper to have canceled the games instead. Many health experts say it's too soon to bring kids back to the classroom.
But how are schools around the world doing with reopening? In Israel, students went back to school back in May when the country had, quote, flattened the curve on their new infections. But since then, there has been a spike in cases. An outbreak in one school in Jerusalem infected over 150 staff members and students. But opinion is divided about how much schools contributed to that surge in new cases. Some experts say there is some evidence that the risks involved in reopening schools really depends on the age.
Primary school age children are less contagious to others compared to, for instance, adolescents or adults.
Well, President Trump tweeted that Germany, Denmark, Norway, and Sweden opened their schools with no problems, but most European countries waited for their infection rates to drop before sending children back to class. Let's take a look at the markets. After starting out strong today, stocks finished mixed. The Dow up 10.5 today. The Nasdaq was down 226 points, and the S&P 500 was down nearly 30. For many, it's been too hot or too rainy to get outdoors.
So if that includes you and you're looking for a TV show to binge or a movie to watch, our film critic Will Loper has a look at what's good this week.
Hey, Eric and Amanda. Well, this week we're finding out just how much Tom Hanks on a boat is worth. The answer is $70 million, the amount Apple paid for his newest movie. And no, I'm not talking about Splash or Captain Phillips or Forrest Gump. No, of course, I'm referring to Greyhound.
Air escort to Greyhound. You will now be out of range of air cover for the next 5 days. Safe travels to England.
I got some. Most likely a U-boat.
Tom Hanks plays a U.S. Navy commander escorting supply ships across the Atlantic when German U-boats attack.
We have hits directly on the convoy.
The Wolfpack's haunting us.
U-boat starboard bound!
The entire film follows the battle between the ships above water and the subs underneath, and is a nail-biting back and forth as Tom Hanks and crew try to locate the U-boats while dodging torpedoes. The sequences are thrilling and tense, and Tom Hanks once again does what he does best, playing a man who does his job and does it well. Greyhound is worth streaming and is available on Apple TV Plus, which comes in at $4.99 a month. Next up, a new film on Hulu premiered, Palm Springs.
Good day so far? Today, tomorrow, it's all the same.
Andy Samberg plays a man stuck reliving the same day of a wedding over and over.
The second you fall asleep, it all just goes back to the start.
I drove all the way back home to Austin, and I still woke up here.
It's just like Groundhog Day. That is, until the maid of honor joins him.
Well, then what's the point of living?
We kind of have no choice but to live.
No, I'm gonna get out of this.
Suit yourself. See you tomorrow.
The two must learn to live with each other and maybe, just maybe, find a way out of their time loop.
I can't keep waking up in here. Everything that we are doing is meaningless.
I hope it's not all meaningless.
At least you have each other. Nothing worse than going through it alone.
The film is smart and funny from start to finish and is absolutely worth streaming on Hulu. Over on Netflix, we've got the film The Old Guard.
I lead a group of soldiers. Fighters like you. With an extremely rare skill set.
And watch a High School Musical star travel the world in the docuseries Down to Earth with Zac Efron.
We need to start rethinking how we consume everything, from our food to our power.
Whoa, look at that.
That's Mother Earth.
Dude,
that's some power.
And on HBO Max, there's the 3-part series Expecting Amy.
I'm not scared of giving birth. I'm really excited to hold him.
Amy Schumer documents her pregnancy and marriage and all the not-so-fun moments in between.
Sometimes there are thoughts that I've heard for the first time.
Are you telling me that you have a problem with me saying something on stage? My stand-up is not more important to me than our marriage. We just need to get through this together.
All right, I'm off to watch that Tom Hanks movie where he's on a boat. No, not that one. Yeah, that one. For Live at 4, I'm Will Loper, sending it back to you guys.
Wilson, where are you?
You knew there'd be a Castaway reference in there.
I was waiting for it. There had to be.
You think that's how movies are going to be now, right? Everybody's going to stream
Netflix,
them? At least for a while, right? You haven't seen Irresistible, though, yet, have you? You need to. Great cast.
Great person in it.
All right, who would have thought we'd actually be talking about tax day here in the middle of July?
Yeah, it's weird. Just another thing the pandemic has thrown at us. If you still haven't filed your taxes, we'll share some tax tips after Dana's forecast.
Welcome to the all-new Dwellings.
Once weekly Ozempic is helping many people with type 2 diabetes like Emily lower their blood sugar. A majority of adults who took Ozempic reached an A1C under 7 and maintained it.
Here's your A1C.
Oh, my A1C is under 7.
And you may lose weight. Adults who took Ozempic lost on average up to 12 pounds.
I lost almost 12 pounds. Oh!
For those also with known heart disease, Ozempic lowers the risk of major cardiovascular events such as heart attack, stroke, or death.
It lowers the risk.
Oh?
And I only have to take it once a week.
Oh.
Ozempic is not for people with type 1 diabetes or diabetic ketoacidosis. Do not share needles or pens. Don't reuse needles. Do not take Ozempic if you have a personal or family history of medullary thyroid cancer, multiple endocrine neoplasia syndrome type 2, or if you are allergic to Ozempic. Stop taking Ozempic and get medical help right away if you get a lump or swelling in your neck, severe stomach pain, itching, rash, or trouble breathing. Serious side effects may include pancreatitis. Tell your doctor if you have diabetic retinopathy or vision changes. Taking Ozempic with a sulfonylurea or insulin may increase low blood sugar risk. Common side effects are nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, stomach pain, and constipation. Some side effects can lead to dehydration, which may worsen kidney problems.
Once weekly Ozempic is helping me reach my blood sugar goal.
You may pay as little as $25 for a 1-month or 3-month prescription. Ask your healthcare provider today about once weekly Ozempic.
Wow, you ready?
Yeah, let me just grab my wallet. Uh-oh, I've seen this before. Wallet way too big, skinny jeans too skinny.
I'll just carry it.
Before you break something, you should know you don't actually need a wallet. With BMO Harris, you can just take cash out with your phone. Or if you need to, you can pay them with Zelle. That works? Yeah. You're stuck, aren't you? Smile. Woo! Those jeans are way too tight.
That feeling you get when no wallet is no big deal. That's the BMO effect.
Here's to the road ahead. Trust Toyota to be here for you.
The best new cars make the best used cars. That's why every Toyota certified used vehicle gets a 160-point inspection, new warranties starting the day you purchase, 1 year of roadside assistance, and more. Get as low as 0% APR financing on select Toyota certified used models. See your dealer for details.
All from the brand you trust, today and tomorrow. Toyota.
Dwellings, Madison's best kept $150 secret. Now open in Fitchburg.
Well, take a look at this close call. A mother and her 2 boys, they're just enjoying a summer afternoon in their pool. She heard the crackling sound in the bushes and yells at her kids to run, or I guess maybe swim. I don't know what they're going to do. They got to get out of the way, but she jumped out of the way just as a massive tree limb comes down and crushes the chair that she had been sitting in just moments earlier.
Oh, there it is. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, that pretty much took care of that chair. We saw some video last week. I think it was in Janesville. We had the video sent by a viewer of a tree that fell right as the gentleman had walked out in the middle of the rain.
Right as he was getting ready to walk out, and it just came crashing down. It looked like there was some sort of cable or power cords coming out there, too. So
yeah, I was gone last week. We had some weather going on. I was out of town.
We always have a little bit of weather going on, Eric. It's always something. Of course, we're looking at storm chances again for tomorrow, so hopefully you were able to enjoy the comfortable weather this weekend and these nice current conditions. Some clouds popping up outside right now, but a lot of sunshine. This evening should be quiet. Tomorrow, again, the storm's late in the day, but we'll take a look at your forecast right after the break.
Now, a WISC-TV editorial with editorial director Neil Heinan.
There have been a lot of heart-wrenching stories in our virus-racked world.
And among the saddest are those folks who have been waiting for months for unemployment checks. The system is failing too many people, and they are suffering. We don't know who to blame, and blaming does little to no good anyway. This pandemic has exposed gaps in our social safety net that we've long ignored and that are a shared concern. It is frustrating to see caring for those in need politicized, so we are asking our elected leaders to do better. Republican proposals for immediate forgivable loans for those awaiting checks make sense to us. So does more resources for the Department of Workforce Development. Leaders in both parties working together surely can think of others. But we're hearing from too many people who don't know where else they can turn. They deserve better.
Don't wait until the weekend to enjoy a thick charbroiled steak made to your liking. Make a weeknight steak night at High Point Steakhouse, Southern Wisconsin's premier supper club. Well worth the short drive to Ridgeway.
These are our aunties, our uncles, our friends, our family, our community. Now more than ever, our community needs us to complete the 2020 census online. Census data helps every city and small town plan funding for hospitals, clinics, and emergency services. With just a few minutes online, we can all be there for the ones we love. Shape your future. Start here at 2020census.gov.
I'm too sexy for my shirt. Too sexy for my shirt. So sexy it hurts. And I'm too sexy for Milan. Too sexy for Milan, New York.
Sometimes you run out of fresh at the wrong time. Luckily, Pick and Save delivery and free pickup make it easy to grab what you need, so you can get back to being you. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
Throughout the COVID-19 pandemic, Baca Enterprises is truly humbled and thankful to all of our employees, residents, families, and vendors for their patience and cooperation.
Our employees have gone above and beyond with sanitation efforts, altering their daily routines, all while spreading joy and happiness throughout our community.
As you look forward to the future, Beaver Dam Assisted Living will be here for you.
To provide a sense of security and to provide comfort by keeping you safe and healthy.
Together, we're moving forward to help you live life with confidence. Call today to schedule your tour.
Are you one of the 100 million Americans that suffer from chronic pain? Hi there, my name is Tim O'Brien, owner of The Healthy Place. I want you to know about an all-natural product called Cura Relief. With nutrients like boswellia and curcumin, it targets the root of your pain, inflammation. Most people feel a difference in less than 45 minutes. Stop the pain and the drugs naturally with Cura Relief. Stop by one of our 4 Madison-based locations or check us out online at findyourhealthyplace.com. The Healthy Place.
If a wedding or special event is in your future, consider the new Grand Ballroom at High Point Steakhouse. With panoramic driftless area views and an award-winning custom menu, it's the perfect choice for the perfect wedding or banquet. The Grand Ballroom at High Point Steakhouse.
This election season, politicians are targeting Wisconsin, making promises and claims to capture your vote. But you deserve the truth. Only Reality Check gives you the tools you need to make informed choices. I'm News 3 Now political reporter Amy Reed. I'm breaking down political ads, explaining whose money is behind them and separating truth from misinformation. Get the facts with Reality Check, only on News 3 Now.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Really cool video circulating around on social media of what almost looks like snow, but that's sea foam right now in Cape Town getting pushed on shore. The waves and the gusty wind conditions just blasting it over the wall there, the retaining wall, pushing it on to folks standing nearby and the cars around. It does almost look snow-like, but we're not expecting snow. We're not expecting sea foam. in our forecast, looking ahead for the next several days. And we're looking at some storms coming through, though. So we do have an alert day that we've added to the forecast for Tuesday, really for late Tuesday afternoon and evening. Severe thunderstorms may be possible, certainly strong thunderstorms likely for the late afternoon. Some high winds, hail, heavy rain, and not ruling out the chance for an isolated tornado for late tomorrow. So as we look at our timing for this, overnight our skies are going to be partly cloudy, a very quiet night. Tomorrow we'll start off with a bit of sun, but clouds build in the late afternoon and evening, as well as our chances for some strong to severe thunderstorms developing during the later portion of the afternoon into the evening. So we could see some heavier rain at times, and again, the chance for some stronger wind gusts. Wednesday, we also have the chance for scattered showers and thunderstorms to come through during the afternoon and evening. Some of those storms could bring some heavier rainfall, so our rainfall totals could really start to add up through the day on Tuesday, or through the night on Tuesday and through the day on Wednesday. Slight risk for severe weather Tuesday, mainly for areas west of Dane County, and that's going to stretch up north of the interstate as well, north of 90. This is where we'll see those strongest thunderstorm threats, the potential to see those stronger wind gusts, but even the rest of the area stretching east under a marginal risk for severe weather. Unfortunately, my model not pulling in our numbers, but this is the band we'll be keeping a close eye on to see those heavy rainfall totals. Some areas in the southwest corner of the state could see totals over the course of that 36 to 48 hour period really climb, could see totals easily get close to 2 to 3 inches. Now, once we get through those storm chances for late Tuesday and for Wednesday, the heat's really going to turn on for us. Temperatures climb Thursday and Friday, and by Saturday and Sunday, we're expecting very hot and humid conditions. So because of this, we do have alert days in the forecast for Saturday and Sunday. Our 6 to 10 day outlook continuing on with this trend, very likely we will stay above average throughout the Midwest. Southern Wisconsin included in that. For tomorrow, high temperatures will be in the mid-80s. A little breezy outside with thunderstorm chances developing late in the day. We'll be in the upper 70s on Wednesday. It's going to be a bit cooler outside because of that cloud coverage throughout the day. Humid for Wednesday and Thursday, mostly sunny skies on Thursday though, and then we climb close to 90 degrees on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Our alert days Saturday and Sunday, due to the temperatures climbing and the heat index readings also climbing. It could easily feel like we're close to 100 degrees at times Saturday and Sunday afternoons. For the following week, we'll drop back to the 80s for afternoon highs with what looks like a shower chance of systems passing through on Monday, and then drier conditions for the middle of the week.
All right, yeah, it always seems like those real hot ones come on the weekends for people.
Yeah. This past weekend was nice, though, and unfortunately, next weekend's not going to be as comfortable.
Yeah, not as humid, but that humidity, stickiness coming back.
And we'll keep an eye on things tomorrow, see what happens with that. Dana, thank you so much. Tax day is quickly approaching. The IRS, of course, moved that deadline from back in April, on April 15th to July 15th because of the coronavirus pandemic.
Michael George has tips for people who still need to file and some things to look out for next year.
Procrastinators, it's time to grab your documents and fill out those IRS forms. But there is some good news.
If you make less than $69,000, you are entitled to the IRS free file program.
CBS News business analyst Jill Schlesinger says those free tax filing software programs can be found at irs.gov. If you need more time to file, you can get an extension until October 15th. But there's a catch. H&R Block's Kathy Pickering explains.
An extension to file is not an extension to pay. So if you're in a situation where you owe taxes, you're still going to need to estimate how much your tax payment needs to be and make that payment by July 15th in order to avoid any penalties or interest.
If you don't have the money now, you can apply for a payment extension of up to 120 days, or you can ask the IRS to set up an installment plan. And for the millions who lost their jobs during the pandemic, it's not too early to think about next year.
So this question about unemployment is a really important one.
Both state and federal unemployment benefits are taxable and will have to be paid next year.
You can actually ask to have taxes withheld from your check, but it doesn't happen automatically. You have to ask to have that done.
There are 6 months left this year to make that adjustment and avoid a big tax bill in 2021. Michael George, CBS News, New York.
If you've already filed your taxes, you can still make an IRA retirement contribution, but it has to be in by July 15th.
And we'll be right back. Stay with us.
Wells Asphalt Paving, expert paving for over 40 years. Now offering $250 off your asphalt paving project. for residential and commercial. From new construction to replacements, call today and save at Wells Asphalt Paving.
We are the Thrivers, women with metastatic breast cancer. Our time for more time has come. Living longer is possible and proven in postmenopausal women taking Kisqali plus fulvestrant. In a clinical trial, Kisqali plus fulvestrant helped women live longer with HR-positive, HER2-negative metastatic breast cancer, and it significantly delayed disease progression. Kisqali can cause lung problems or an abnormal heartbeat, which can lead to death. It can cause serious liver problems and low white blood cell counts that may result in severe infections. Tell your doctor right away if you have new or worsening symptoms, including breathing problems, cough, chest pain, a change in your heartbeat, dizziness, yellowing of the skin or eyes, dark urine, tiredness, loss of appetite, abdomen pain, bleeding, bruising, fever, chills, or other symptoms of an infection, are or plan to become pregnant or breastfeeding. Avoid grapefruit during treatment. Ask your doctor about living longer with Kisqali.
Has your home's roof seen better days? Does it have some storm damage? If it's time for a replacement, don't settle for less than the best roof and the best deal. Hi, I'm Andrew Larson, owner of Larson Home Services. My team has earned GAF's exclusive Master Elite status, achieved by only 3% of the contractors in the U.S. That's your assurance that you're dealing with a dependable, professional contractor, and we take very good care of our customers.
The whole process was amazingly simple and easy. My wife, which is important to keep happy, my wife was happy with the whole process. It was very easy, seamless, and it was just a no-brainer to have it all done.
And your new GAF roof will have a 50-year warranty. It's the last roof you'll ever buy. Order now and save 75% on installation labor, free financing for a year, and a $100 Visa gift card. Call to set up your free estimate today.
Wells Asphalt Paving, expert paving for over 40 years. Now offering $250 off your asphalt paving project. For residential and commercial, from new construction to replacements, call today and save at Wells Asphalt Paving.
Tonight at 5, an online petition is circulating that calls for a Fitchburg man to be charged with a hate crime after attacking a black woman at Woodman's. We'll have the latest at 5.
Tomorrow will be more humid with showers and thunderstorms developing and lasting into Wednesday. Very warm to hot and humid weather arrives by the weekend. My forecast at 5.
And ahead at 6, Wisconsin Attorney General Josh Kaul is joining a multi-state lawsuit against a federal rule that could block international students from studying in the U.S. That's tonight on News 3 Now at 6. There's a live look at the Memorial Union. Beautiful day out there. As Dana said, though, might see a risk of some storms coming later tomorrow in the afternoon to evening hours.
Before implementing the mask mandate that started today, county leaders did worry about some people not being able to afford to buy a mask.
Now, if that applies to you, or maybe you're just having a hard time finding them, luckily there's an easy DIY solution. Christina Laurie shows us how to make your own masks at home.
Hi friends, while you were gone this weekend, I decided to turn our studio into a little mask making factory. Well, I'm kind of just kidding, but with the mask mandate starting today, I thought I'd give you guys some tips of how you can make a mask at home with stuff you probably already have in case you don't have a bunch laying around. So here's what you do. I took an old tank top that I have. It's a thin material that you can still kind of breathe through. You can almost see through it. So it's perfect for mask making, I find. I'm gonna take this tank top, I'm gonna fold it in half this way. I want it to be about the same width as one of these masks that they sell in stores. So I'm gonna fold it even more, and then I take 2 rubber bands. So these are the only supplies you need. You need a tank top, or a shirt, a dishcloth, a handkerchief, any of those things would work, and you need 2 rubber bands. Now I take one of the rubber bands and I put it on this side, bring it about, I don't know, a third of the way through. I didn't major in math. Do the same for the other side. You want these rubber bands to be about the same distance apart as this mask would be in length. So if you have one mask, you can go compare it to that. You can also compare it to one of these disposable masks too. Now, you fold both sides of the shirt, towel, handkerchief, whatever you're using, So they bunch up like that. Now you see these will become the straps that will go behind your ears. So it kind of looks like a mask. It's a little bit thicker, but I made this out of a thin enough material that I can still breathe through it. So I'm gonna put it on now. You wanna put both of these behind your ears and make sure the mask in quotation marks covers your nose and goes under your chin. Just like this. Now, it's probably gonna be hard for you to hear me now, so I'll take it off. That was kind of a fail. But this mask will protect you, and you'll need it if you go inside any indoor location right now. Something else to let you know, though, United Way will be handing out more of these disposable masks later this week, so you can get those for free as well. You don't have to make your own. And I got a bunch of disposable masks, 5 for $15 from Old Navy, and I find that these are a really nice breathable material, and they're also washable too. So happy mask making, happy mask wearing, and remember, we're all in this together.
Yeah, everybody's kind of scrambling now to figure out what to do. We thank Christina for that. Our partners at Madison Magazine also have compiled a list of places around Madison where you can get your mask. That includes local businesses, boutiques, Etsy shops, all offering a variety of designs. You can find all that info over at channel3000.com or our Channel 3000 mobile app. We want to mention to people, we've always got these on wherever we are. If we're at our desks, we only take them off when we're on set, when we're trying to socially distance as best we can, but we want to make sure people can hear our messages as well when we're in this business. But we always have these, so we have them at our desk as well. And
being creative with them too.
That's right. Yeah, you got nice ones. I get as cheap as I can.
All right, there's more to come at 4 when we come back. We're headed to Donna Weinhoffen's house.
That's right. She's showing us some great summertime salad recipes, so stay with us.
General Heating and Air Conditioning. Our large fleet of service vehicles are nearby, and our mobile fabrication shops allow us to save you time and money. When your home comfort system needs servicing or replacing, turn to the experts at Carrier and General Heating and Air Conditioning.
Stop into Rubens today for our annual Made in America sale. Our manufacturers have given Rubens generous discounts on all furniture made in America. Choose from beautiful sofas, chairs, and sectionals for your home. Soft leather in hundreds of colors are yours for the choosing. Solid maple, cherry, and other gorgeous bedroom pieces are also on sale. Remember, our manufacturers have given Rubens generous discounts on all furniture made in America. Hurry in today for Rubens Made in America sale on now.
Attic Angel Community has earned a reputation as the one and only. But what's so memorable to the people who live here?
It's good local heart. Interesting friends.
The view from my window.
Continuing education.
The food.
The amazing art studio.
Happy hour.
There are many reasons to love Attic Angel Community, but there's just one Attic Angel.
Let's summer. Let's dine out by truly dining out. Let's send smoke signals to the neighbors, then serve up the freshest of food with a side of fresh air. Let's raise our tongues to tasty by introducing our grills to new thrills and make mouths water more than a backyard slip and slide. Let's live a little more by having another s'more. Because summer is here, and no one does summer like festival foods.
Joe Biden has never been president for some very good reasons.
And where did you place in that class?
One of them is still breathtaking years later.
I think I probably have a much higher IQ than you do, I suspect. I went to law school on a full academic scholarship, the only one in my class, and in fact ended up in the top half of my class. I was the outstanding student in the political science department at the end of my year. I graduated with 3 degrees, and I'd be delighted to sit down and compare my IQ to yours if you'd like, Frank.
Really, Joe?
Biden now concedes he did not graduate in the top half of his law school class, that he does not have 3 degrees from college, and that he was not named outstanding political science student in college.
Newsweek says Biden actually went to school on a half scholarship, ended up near the bottom of his class, and won only 1 degree, not 3.
Now Biden says Newsweek is right. His memory had failed him.
Joe Biden, unsuited then, unsuited now. Restoration PAC is responsible for the content of this advertising.
General Heating and Air Conditioning. Our large fleet of service vehicles are nearby, and our mobile fabrication shops allow us to save you time and money. When your home comfort system needs servicing or replacing, turn to the experts at Carrier and General Heating and Air Conditioning.
Right now we aren't Aren't seeing any delays along the Beltline. Here's a look right at Park Street. Both east and westbound rolling along fairly smoothly. Thankfully, no accidents to report right now. Not seeing any major congestion either along the interstate. So from Janesville to the Beltline, we're at 25 minutes, 15 minutes from Sauk City to Middleton, and Sun Prairie to downtown, about 9 minutes this evening. That's a quick look at traffic.
Thank you, Dana. A police officer in West Seneca, New York, got a strange call. A homeowner said a deer was trapped in his window well. Sure enough, a fawn somehow fell in and couldn't get out. The officer put on gloves and managed to grab the little deer despite the fawn's loud protestations. The last scene shows it running off, hopefully to be reunited with its mother.
That was a tough catch there, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Had to scramble to get that
like
one.
that. Man, all right, well, it's out. That's some good news.
Home free.
July has been a pretty hot month so far, and as the forecast shows, that doesn't look like it's going to change for a while.
Yeah, so, you know, sometimes it's better just to eat light, not be full when it's hot. Maybe a little lighter might be a salad. Nutritionist Donna Weihoffen joins us from her home now with some fresh summer salad ideas. Hi, Donna.
Hi. Oh, I do. And you're right. Sometimes you just want a salad, and I have some really great ones, and it's very colorful, too. The first one is a fresh green bean salad. There's lots of green beans around right now. So I cooked the green beans just to the tender crisp. Don't overcook them. About 5 minutes, and then you chill them off very fast. And if you cook them in really quite salty water, it'll pick up just the right amount of salt, and you won't have to put salt in your dressing. So to the green beans, I'm going to be adding some cucumbers, some chopped up cucumbers, some red onions for color and flavor, and little grape tomatoes. And I cut them in half because you know what happens if you eat a whole tomato? You kind of squirt it out sometimes. So cutting them in half is really nice to have to do. Now, the dressing is really fun. The dressing has vinegar in it, and it's white wine vinegar, and of course olive oil. I often add mustard just to pull the two together so it's a permanent emulsion. It's sweetened with maple syrup, and the secret ingredient is fresh mint. Now, it's really nice to have fresh mint. This really is the secret to this recipe. If I smell it, it's fabulous. And I got it from my friends. Sally and Mike, my neighbors, have fresh mint for me, and so I'm putting it in my salad. So this is my dressing. It's got the mint and all of those ingredients I just told you about. Pour it over the top like this, toss the salad, and voila. And it keeps in the refrigerator for a long time. And it's also the kind of salad you could take on a picnic, and it doesn't have to be refrigerated. There's nothing that it can stand at room temperature.
Yeah, and Donna, salad doesn't always mean lettuce either, right? You can have just vegetables.
No, it sure doesn't. And for protein and just for more fun, I add feta cheese, and that really pulls it together. If you don't like feta, you could use probably little mozzarella balls, or if you like gorgonzola or blue cheese, that would be fun too. So, but that really adds super flavor. So that is a favorite salad. My next one is a salad with lettuce and chicken. And what I do with the lettuce, because people usually don't like these big leaves of lettuce, I cut them up. And everybody seems to like it better.
So what kind of lettuce is this? Is this like a spring mix?
This is a spring mix. But you know, if you've been in a restaurant and they give you that spring mix, you got these great big pieces of salad, and you have to cut it up, and it's kind of a big mess. So
hard to fit it all in your mouth.
Yeah, I know. It's just really nice to have it cut up already. So the salad is going to have some fruit in it. I have some cut up grapes.
Oh, it looks good.
Again, I cut them in half. And look at the strawberries. You put the strawberries in there.
Yeah, you got to have a little sweet in your salad too, right? And the fruit has really been, that really adds a lot of flavor, a lot of sweetness.
I know, the strawberries are fabulous right now. You top it with some toasted pecans.
Oh yeah, that looks good.
And you can serve it just
crunch.
like that. Or you can make it an entree salad, and you would add grilled chicken.
Some protein.
Like that, for protein. So this would be your salad, your completed salad.
It's always so beautiful when Donna makes it. When I make it, it looks like a disaster.
It's not going to look like that.
But just how easy it is. And the dressing quickly is red raspberry vinegar dressing, or vinegar, lime juice, a little bit of olive oil. It has a tablespoon of sour cream in it, which kind of pulls it together, a touch of honey, and that makes it really different. And the other secret ingredient to this dressing is that you put 2 strawberries in it, and then you use your immersion blender and blend it up. So it actually has fresh strawberries in the dressing.
So it's kind of a strawberry raspberry vinaigrette then.
Yeah, yeah. And so when you put this, look at, isn't that fabulous?
That looks
great. The flavor of the strawberries.
We're
so
all the
those are my 2. And anybody could do this. Do you like to cook, Amanda?
Oh, yes. Yeah, but that second salad, that's something I would make. That looks delicious.
Healthy,
yeah, that's good.
Good. It's got protein in it.
Yep.
And it's got
Easy
that
to make.
sweetness that I like. Donna, thank you so much.
Right.
Save those,
You're
bring them over to
welcome.
the station. We'll see them. We'll finish them off for you.
I'll
A
send it
great
back to
summer
Jim, right?
treat. Donna,
Jim's
thanks
gonna
so
eat
much.
it first.
Thanks so much. Good to see you, Donna. All right, we'll be right back.
Pretty roll playback.
Hi, I'm Brian from McGann Furniture in Baraboo. What does free mean? No cost, right? We've all seen ads about free things included with your purchase. Free carpet pad or installation with your carpet, free love seat with your sofa, 2 window blinds for the price of 1. But we know better, right? At McGann's, free means free. Free delivery and setup with purchases of $500 or more within 50 miles of Baraboo. Shop McGann Furniture in downtown Baraboo. You'll be glad you did.
America, we want to help get you back to it. And here's how, with the Ford Promise. Visit your Ford dealer. Finance a new, certified pre-owned or used vehicle through Ford Credit, and if you lose your job, you can return it for up to 1 year from the day you bought it. You can also get 0% APR financing for 72 months across the Ford lineup. Let us help get you back to it with the Ford Promise.
This pen will write for a mile. It can change lives too. Just ask Jeff. He'll tell you what he makes at IBVI makes a difference. See how a career at IBVI changed Jeff's life. And see how it can change your life too at IBVIcan.org.
Habitat for Humanity of Dane County continues building and bringing stability to families through homeownership. As area families experience hardships, Habitat provides a pathway to financial security and independence. Strengthen our community. Support Habitat Dane County.
A chance of storms back in the forecast Tuesday. Chris Reese will let you know what you can expect before you head out the door.
And summer vacations are anything but normal this year. We're going to share how you can do it safely.
We'll see you starting at 4:30 tomorrow.
Connect with News 3 Now on Facebook Messenger to create a personalized news feed just for you. The topics you want, the day's top stories, and push alerts for breaking news, all through Messenger. Learn more at channel3000.com.
Trust us to get it right. These storms are capable of producing some heavy rain and maybe some hail.
To keep you prepared
when severe weather is on the way.
We have an alert day in the forecast for this evening for strong to possibly severe thunderstorms, hail, high winds, perhaps even an isolated tornado can't be ruled out.
And your family's safety is on the line. You need to seek shelter immediately.
Our team and technology are ready to help you stay safe.
Trust the First Warn Weather Team on News 3 Now.
Here's a live look at downtown with our Edgewater Skycam. Few people out enjoying the water today. Temperatures have been in a really comfortable spot this afternoon. We're currently at 82 in Madison with a light breeze from the south. Closer to 79 in Mineral Point, 81 in Janesville, and 82 in Lone Rock. So everyone in a really seasonable spot this afternoon, similar to where we were at yesterday, plus or minus a degree or two, depending on what side of town you may be on. Now, we'll stay quiet tonight. Partly cloudy skies and mild temperatures. Throughout much of the day tomorrow, it will be dry. The storm chances really don't build back in until late in the afternoon and evening. Some of those thunderstorms tomorrow could be quite strong, and by the end of the week and next weekend, the heat gets turned back on. Temperatures will be close to 90 with our humidity increasing as well. Because of those storm chances tomorrow, we have added an alert day into the forecast for Tuesday. It's mainly for the late afternoon and evening. Some of those thunderstorms could be severe. There is a slight risk for severe weather for areas west of Dane County. High winds and heavy rain, the main threats, but not ruling out the chance for some hail or an isolated tornado. So we'll be keeping a very close eye on the radar tomorrow, but Gary will have more on those storm chances during the news at 5.
All right, Dana, thanks. And other than weather, tomorrow on Live at 4, we'll hear from psychologist Shyla Mergain, who joins us to talk about minimalism during the pandemic.
And Dr. Jeff Pothoff from UW Health will catch us up on the latest coronavirus news.
Has your home's roof seen better days? Does it have some storm damage? If it's time for a replacement, don't settle for less than the best roof and the best deal. Hi, I'm Andrew Larson, owner of Larson Home Services. My team has earned GAF's exclusive Master Elite status, achieved by only 3% of the contractors in the U.S. That's your assurance that you're dealing with a dependable, professional contractor, and we take very good care of our customers.
The whole process was amazingly simple and easy. My wife, which is important to keep happy, my wife was happy with the whole process. It was very easy, seamless, and it was just a no-brainer to have it all done.
And your new GAF roof will have a 50-year warranty. It's the last roof you'll ever buy. Order now and save 75% on installation labor, free financing for a year, and a $100 Visa gift card. Call to set up your free estimate today.
This month, all CoreTech waterproof vinyl plank flooring is on sale at Surgenian's, starting at $339 a square foot. We offer the largest CoreTech selection in Madison. Take advantage of unprecedented sale pricing with 18-month financing. Local, sustainable Surgenian's.
Great glasses at iMart Express is something that you can always count on. Now for a limited time at our lowest prices ever. Get one pair of single vision glasses for $20 and one pair of progressives for $30. This won't last long, only at iMart Express.
This summer, get back to where you belong, along 60 miles of beautiful wide open beaches, where family vacations have never been so much fun. With every sunrise and each high tide, the beach is calling you to raise your spirits, make you smile, and bring your family closer together. So stop dreaming and start booking, because we can't wait for you to get here. Visit Myrtle Beach and discover why happiness comes in waves.
You're probably proud of the flowers in your backyard. The summer has been good with plenty of rain and sunshine.
But they probably don't quite compare to the yards of a Lithuanian manor. Sculptors composed scenes inspired by Shakespeare's A Midsummer Night's Dream, featuring arches shaped like love hearts. And along with animals and figures, some scenes featured actors staging scenes from Shakespeare's plays. They had initially planned to use 5 million flowers, but due to the pandemic, they had to reduce it to just 2 million flowers. That didn't seem to reduce the impact, however, on the thousands of visitors that stopped by. Absolutely spectacular, isn't it?
Beautiful.
Unbelievable. And no one around here has a yard quite like that.
No, definitely not mine.
All right, that's going to do it for us here at 4. Amanda, thank you. Susan will return tomorrow. Again, we'll talk about what a special day this was for Mark.